Good morning, everyone. Today, again, I will teach you interface Python with MySQL. And in my previous class, I have given you some definitions of how to create interface. Okay, and the chapter name actually here is interface Python with MySQL. And how I have given the concept of how to connect MySQL from Python. And for that, I have taught you about the different steps for creating database connectivity applications. That is, start Python, import the package required for database programming, open a connection to database, create a cursor instance, execute a query, extract data from result set, and clean up the environment. So the first point is start Python. So as you know, we have to start Python for that. And like I'll share a screen for you so that you will come to know what exactly I'm going to do for you. So that Python we have to start. Next is your import mysql.connector package. So I have taken here import mysql.connector as SQ. How to install pip install I have already explained in my previous video. So in today's class I am going to teach you some programming part. So here I have taken the import mysql.connector as SQ. After that, the third point was open a connection to MySQL. Open a connection to MySQL database. For that, you have to create a connection object that is con. Con is the connection object. Instead of writing MySQL.connector, an alias name or a short name we have taken here, that is SQ. So instead of taking this full name MySQL.connector, we will take the short name SQ, and then we will take the connect function. Now host will take host is equals to localhost, and I have already explained the host is used to give the host name, and that can be IP address or a host name. So here I am giving localhost because we are using the MySQL on the same system, so that our host is localhost. Next is user root. The ID and password of the MySQL, that is MySQL database, is root. Here I have to take a database also, and that I am taking here. Database is equals to, I think I have created employee, I don't remember. So for that I will check my SQL also. So what I'm doing here, I'll start my SQL. MySQL 8 I have already installed. So I will start my SQL. ROOT root is the password. Okay. Maximize it. Now properties में थोड़ा change कर लो, so that is showing a bigger size to you. Let's see it works or not. No problem. So I'll change the font. And I will take 20, and you see the console I will take. So it's showing little bigger font here. Okay. So what I'm going to here, show data bases. So employee I have created, use employee, select aspect from, I think databases on table also I will take show tables. Okay, EMP I think I have taken use, select asterisk from EMP, enter. So these few names I have taken here. Okay, no problem. So what I will do here in the database part, in the database part I will take employee, not in caps. employee. Okay. Then the next point was here. This was the open a connection to we are opening a connection here, that is sq.connect host is equals to localhost is equals to user equals to root password is equals to root and database is equals to your name is that our database name is employee. The next point comes here as we will take here the third point, that is create a cursor instance. So create a cursor instance ke liye you have to take a cursor object. So we'll write cur cursor is equals to, and this create object is created through con object, con dot cursor function. Okay. So here it is created. So one object con is created, there is connection object, and another is cursor object. Now what is the cursor? Actually, I'll explain it to you here only. So this is 1, 2, 3. This employee number is suppose A. This employee number is suppose A. This employee is B. And this employee is suppose C, and so on. Now when we open a file, by default the cursor moves to the first record, beginning of the first record here, and it makes our this one functions such as fetch etc. ready to extract this record or fetch this record. I will explain you how it works. So cursor simply means, as I have given a database, cursor is a special control structure that facilitates the row by row. So agar cursor yahan par hai, to first row is accept. Then suppose cursor comes here, this is cursor. So second is access, and if the cursor comes to the third record, access, and cursor comes to here, that is end of the file, end of the record. So no more record will be accessed. This is the beginning of the record, and this is the end of the record. So cursor basically what it facilitates the row by row access of records. Okay. So first you have to create the cursor object. I think this point is clear. Okay. Now next is your execute query. Now what you have to write? Why we have created this? अब आपको record लाना है ना, कहाँ से? From a table. So we have to write it here cur dot, and function is execute. Function is execute, and then you have to give the SQL command, simple, select asterisk from emp. So cur dot execute select asterisk from emp. Got it? Select asterisk from emp. After that, what happens now? Cursor was created only. Then once you will give cursor, whatever the records are there. Suppose we have records like, the cursor will come to the first record when we will fetch it. After that, it will go to the next record, and so on. So here I have written cursor dot execute. That means this function execute, basically what it does, I think execute definition I think I have given. If not, then you have to write the definition of SQL. Execute SQL query. If you have not written, write it. Once a cursor is created, we can execute SQL query. We can execute SQL. ये जो query है execute होगी using execute function. Using execute function with cursor object. We can execute the query using execute function with cursor object. तो ये पूरा यहाँ पर हो गया. अब आपका जो ये रिकॉर्ड आ रहा है 1 2 3 4 5 6, अगर मान लो हम यहाँ दे दें कि greater than 3, So 4, 5, 6 will only come. So 4, 5, 6 will be your record set. At present, your record sets are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. At present, your record sets are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But suppose here I'll give greater than 3. So that means 4, 5, 6 are your record set, not 1, 2, 3. Got it? So that way, just now I'm taking all the records. Okay, next function comes here, extract. Please write down that also. Then I will explain you more. Extract data from result set. You write this definition. Once the result set of query is available, once the result set of query is available in the form of a result set stored in a cursor object, we can extract data from the result set using number one. I am writing for you so that it's clear to you. Using number one, data is equals to cursor dot. Number one, it is. This is the theoretical part. Programming I will take afterwards. Cursor dot fetch all. ऐसे लिखेंगे. So इसकी definition पहले लिखो. It will write it. It will return all the records retrieved. It will return all the records retrieved as per query. In a tuple form. Tuple means row. In a tuple row form. मतलब ये पूरा एक रो है बेटा. ये एक पूरा रो है. 1A4545 daily is one row. Okay, screen is shared. So one record, suppose on employee number is 1, employee name is A, salary is 4545 and city. This is one row, one tuple. Next is in this only, you have to write data is equals to, data is not necessary, you can write DA, BC, any variable. You write cur dot fetch 1. So it will only fetch one record at a time. Fetch 1. It will return, write definition, it will return one record from the result set. As a tuple. Next point is your data is equals to cursor dot fetch many. And in fetch many we write, suppose n मतलब क्या हो गया 5, 6, 10. So it will fetch only that number of records. So write it. It will return n number of records that it accepts number of records to fetch and returns number of tuples. एक और लिख लो, वैसे इस फेच से अलग है ये, मगर फिर भी लिख लो, डेटा इज इक्वल्स टू, इसके लिए आप डी कर लो ताकि वो चेंज हो कि अलग समझ में आ जाए। कर्सर डॉट काउंट, बल्कि रो काउंट, दैट्स इट। It is a property of cursor object. It is a property of a cursor object that returns the number of rows, the number of rows, और ये क्या करता है, it will return number of records. No means number, no of records from the result set and return as tuple. वो सब लिख लेना जो मैंने लिखवाया है. So this much, this theory you should know, and then only we can add from there. So we'll go for the programming part as the time is running. So what I will do now, okay, no problem, ये सब हटा देते हैं अभी. Just now I'm deleting it. It will return all the records. चलो इसको रखते हैं. And then what I will do, the next point here is fetch हो चुका है, and what I will do, इस डेटा में ही एक लूप चला के सारे रिकॉर्ड्स को प्रिंट कर देते हैं. For I in D, D means data, and then print I and run it. Run module. Okay. So it's showing some error here. Unknown database employee बता रहा है. So what database I have taken here? EMPLOYEE. Let's see why it is showing error. Wait. Database is equals to EMP databases है या database है? Let me check. Database equals to employee. Optional है वैसे ये, देखते हैं. Database EMPLOYEE. Okay. Just now, if it is not accepting, I will wait for another route. Let it be optional. Run. Okay. Run. Connection object error is coming. Okay. Okay. अब देखना पड़ेगा कि ये इंस्टॉलेशन कहाँ पर हुई है. As we are having two, this one, let's see. इसको मैं एक काम करता हूँ, इसको कॉपी करता हूँ. And then now let's close this. In next class, I will try to solve this problem. Let's see how it works. Python 8 पे भी देख लेते हैं. Python 8. File new. और प्रोग्राम क्या था? File new. Import mysql dot connector as mysql dot connector as sq. अगर नहीं चला तो मैं अपने लैपटॉप पे दिखा दूंगा. Con is equals to sq dot connect, and then here I have to write host is equals to local host user equals to root password pass wd भी कर सकते हैं. Root database equals to employee. ठीक. Then cursor is equals to con dot cursor. Then cursor dot execute select from emp. Then d is equals to cur dot, please note down this program is perfect, cur dot fetch all. Then fetch all में home bracket ही होगा. Yes. Then for I in d print I run this program. कनेक्शन नाम दे देते हैं MySQL. चलो MySQL कहाँ गया? MySQL. ओके. रन. ओके. import MySQL as SQ. अब इसमें क्या एरर दिखा रहा है? Module no module found MySQL. Import MySQL dot connector as SQ. देखते हैं क्या चक्कर है. कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट Python install MySQL dot connector. इसको बंद करना था, सॉरी, कोई बात नहीं. कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट का वर्क था. इंस्टॉल Python install MySQL dot connector. pip install MySQL dot connector. Requirement already up to date and satisfied. ये क्या मतलब है यार? कनेक्टर इंपोर्ट, अब इस तो सब कुछ कह रहा सही है. Okay, no problem. We will see in the next class why it is not running and giving you the proper result. Import MySQL dot connector as SQ. SQ dot connect equals root password, root database. So when we run this program, it shows an error. That is import no module MySQL. ये MySQL ही तो होता है भाई. Import MySQL. कमाल है. Import import MySQL dot connector. बिल्कुल सही है, इसमें तो कुछ है ही नहीं. It's written in the book also. We'll check once more that why it is not accepting. Creating database. Installing pip install MySQL dash connector dash Python. फिर भी एक बार और देख लेते हैं. Pip install. Last time I'm trying it. Pip install. Pip install. Pip install MySQL. Pip install MySQL dash connector dash Python. Connector dash Python. So it is showing everything is already installed. Now what can I do when it is showing? And it is here I am writing import MySQL dot connector SQ. So why it is showing error then? समझ से बाहर काम है. Run module. MySQL. ओके, एक बार हमें MySQL Python इंस्टॉल करके देखूंगा और सारी चीजें इंस्टॉल करके let's see it works. In my next class I will try once more. So take care of yourself. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. This program is 100% correct. There is no mistake in it. Bye, beta. Take care.